First one, I have two. I've had the little drum. I love the drums. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Namibia. Say it with me. Namibia. Let it roll off your tongue and take you back to Mother Africa, because it's a country there in the Southwest. Check your map, get your GPS, and let it guide you back to me. Although the woman is named Namibia, the country is pronounced Namibia. It's a plush land between two deserts, and much like this too, I am an oasis, a place where my melanated king can rest his head and get rejuvenated, regain strength, get blessed up, rest up, regain strength to protect us. So stick your chest up and lift your head up when you say, my name is pronounced Namibia. Did you hear me? Are you listening? I now say it with pride, but as a child, I was tired of being teased and shied away anytime someone stuttered over the 7 letters of my name. My father, Jingaji, had great plans when he named his children, all 3 daughters, after the 3 African countries, Namibia, Sierra Leone, and Malawi. Least we forget our roots and always remember to seek truth and a path back to the continent. So now I hold my head up high and correct them each time they say my name. I say it with pride. It is pronounced Namibia. Namibia with an exclamation point. So check yourself and put some respect on my name. It's as unique as the woman who stands before you. And I say it again, my name is Namibia. Thank you. So I am from Camden. I live here. I'm a product of Camden, a proud product of the Universal African Dance and Drum Ensemble. I stand tall on the shoulders of my elders and my ancestors. I'm happy to see Brother Muhammad here, Anthony Muhammad. I have one more poem. I had an opportunity to go to Ghana in 2019. If you've never been to the continent, please go. It's like going back home to a place that you've never been before. It's the place that you've been before. I was reunited going there and welcome on the year of the return. So I have a poem that I wrote. I don't have it memorized, but okay. It's called Ghana. Every word I say is true. No ego trip, I was there. On behalf of my ancestors, it took me 400 years to return, but I made it back home. Among my people, family, they spoke to me in Twi, and somehow I understood. I was welcomed home. Akwaba, Ye Acha, yes, I'm home. Miwoha, I am here. I toured the Ashanti Palace and paid homage to the king, danced in red clay for chiefs, and was elevated to the royal court. They called me Nana Achiame. I spoke on behalf of the chief. I was welcomed by dignitaries, Akwaba, Ye Asha, Miwoha. I dressed in traditional robes adorned with jewelry. I proudly and humbly led the royal procession through the village. I strolled the bustling streets of the capital city of Accra. Among the people, we go to the market. I stopped to taste the roasted corn, the watermelon, the plantain. I witnessed as Christians celebrated with Muslims on the Islamic day of Eid al-Haq. They danced and sang together in a parade through the courtyard church and welcomed the imam to sit among the Christian clergy and village chiefs. Unparalleled unity, they were one, connected by African culture. I prayed at the grave of the beloved late President Kwame Nkrumah and stood high atop a mountain for liberation. I held an ancient sword and took a stance to guard the queen of my life. I was a fearless warrior, proud and fearless. I walked with baboons, fed ostrich, climbed a mountain with antelope, waded in the basin of a waterfall, all while breathing the most aromatic air. I poured a libation of tears at the point of no return, honoring the path that my ancestors paved. They gave the ultimate sacrifice, and on this day I vowed to make them proud. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And every word that I say is true. No ego trip, I was there. Heartfelt, my heart is full. I am not the same, forever changed. Home is Africa. Thank you.
Something, Sister Namibia, right? I met her over 30 years ago with the Universal African Drum and Dance Ensemble. She takes care of a lot of serious business here in Camden that many people ignore. So, as she has introduced herself, I highly advise that y'all get to know her, because she's been very consistent for many, many years, looking out for the people here in Camden. And often it's things that we know are wrong, just like I mentioned, for those of you who may have come in after my set. I saw a lot about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. The 8 children were killed that same evening across the U.S. in our neighborhoods. I ain't heard nothing about that. So, no disrespect to the other thing, it's entertaining, you know, it can get your attention for a while. I think that the other is a little bit more important. Sisters like here doing the work. So please, get a chance to know her. If you live here in Camden, I highly recommend you hear what she got to say, all right?
I respect and honor my elders too, so I'm not using the mic anymore because Mr. Muhammad's not using the mic. Can y'all hear me back there? All right. Brother, salute. I saw a couple other hands up. My brother that's on the soundboard, please come up to the front, because you were Johnny on the spot. I'm telling you, I think you were the first patron to the door. I saw him with his book inside his hand, ready to lock and load. So let's give this brother a warm welcome.
How's everybody doing today? My name is William Martin. I'm a Rutgers Camden music student and everything. Today I'm going to recite 3 poems that I wrote. 2 of them don't have titles, one of them does. I hope you all bear with me. What is love? Is it receiving the hug you didn't know that you need, or knowing that you have someone that will bleed? Say bless you whenever you sneeze, give you whatever you want, even when you don't know what you need. What is love? The feeling when a parent says they're proud, when you have a crowd of people ready to get loud, but get quiet the moment you open your mouth. What is love? Is it being the shoulder someone can cry on? Is it sticking through the highs and lows that come along? Or loving yourself through the rights and your wrongs? What is love? Love is giving respect to those around and yourself, and being there for yourself when you have no one else. My life is full of change. It's a never-ending song you can't replay. No matter what I say or do, my changes may not be clear to you, but the fact that I change is undeniably true. Some changes are small while other changes are major. Some days I feel like money, other days a simple piece of paper. Some change can come from following your instincts or from having your mind, body, and heart move in sync. Change can be from an animal's evolution to a book reaching its conclusion or a nation wanting to start a revolution. Change is like death, it's something we can't escape. The world changing for better or worse is just our fate. But I almost forgot a type of change I didn't mention. Change is accepting a part of yourself you didn't show attention, which is a cruel life lesson to help lead you to all your future blessings. darkness is the only thing near. Most would call that a nightmare, but I never feel fear. No sweat on my brow, I never awaken screaming loud, cause when I dream, I don't make a sound. I dream whether my eyes are open or closed, so no matter how I dream, a better me is exposed. I used to dream of being this and dream of being that. I thought I wanted to be a king. Truth is, I was already that. My throne is my mind, my castle is my soul. So that's why I turn my dreams into a story never told.
Yeah, I knew he was serious when he came in the door first. I said, I know that brother got something to say. You know how just as an artist, you just itching and you just feel that fire in your belly and you cannot wait. Even shout out to the drummers, man. They beat me here. Them brothers was setting up by the time I walked in, and I thought I was the early bird. But shout out to all of our interns, the ones that are here and the ones that are home watching. The students from Rutgers Camden University have been a blessing to the Idea Center. They have become teachers' assistants, they have become instructors, they have become film producers. Even Mason, one of our amazing interns that is Johnny on the spot here behind the camera consistently, is from Rutgers Camden, and we continue to open up the door. If you have a student or a university student, we have a vast internship program where we work with high school and college students in a variety of facets. Even some of our interns are helping. We have a current project with CCUMUA, who is the company or the organization that cleans the water inside the city of Camden and in Camden County. And we're actually doing a PSA or commercial project with them, and some of our students are working on that as well. I know I had a couple other poets that raised their hand. I don't want to skip anybody. I knew you had a poem. I knew it. You know, like my radar went through the room, man. Like my talent radar. I'm like, do. That brother got something. Come on up, man, and share something with us, my people. And get this brother a round of applause. We also got Marcy Morris in the house. We will take a break shortly, maybe around 4. We have some amazing vendors and something that we all love, because I am a slim, greedy guy that loves to eat. We have food vendors next door. We have Miss Keisha's the mobile cooking teacher next door. We have Stephanie's cereal bar. We have Royal Extras, a vendor as well, and some artwork next door as well. But without further ado, let me let this brother with the cool outfit come up, and I'm loving those pants, good brother, and come up and share a piece with us.
How y'all doing today? All right, my name is Malik, and I used to start doing poetry back in high school, and then I had stayed away from it for like a couple of years, but then recently last year I started writing again. So I have this one piece. I actually I usually go to an open mic and actually perform. I start performing finally, but I got this one piece. It's called Gemini. The fun fact about this poem, or the fun fact about why I wrote it, is because my mom is a Gemini, and my late father, rest in peace, he's a Gemini. And then my beautiful girlfriend over there in the corner, she's also a Gemini. Just surrounded by Geminis. Y'all can play too, like I like that, like y'all can play in the background. Got you. True queens to me is a Gemini. Knowing how to comfort you in order to keep you sane. Ironically, the only sign with double sides. Behind her beautiful smile, I can see their pain. To public eyes showed happiness, but alone displayed private cries. Heart got tormented and played with like a game. Subconsciously asked for effort, honesty, and respect from peers, yet nobody tries. The gift they possess isn't acknowledged enough, such a shame. Taken for granted countless times, yet still loved like they were never hurt before. Gemini women are the strongest queens amongst us. Even when not okay, they'll make sure loved ones around them are for sure. Hardest stage getting to a Gemini is gaining their trust. Toxic ones of their past perceive them to be delirious. In reality, failed to learn how to love a Gemini. No matter the words I say to her, still won't take me serious. Doesn't mean any harm by it, so can't let it affect my pride. Admitting a Gemini's mystery emphatically got me curious, persistently trying to read her and understand what she truly thinks inside. Geminis are attracted to electrifying synergy and euphoric vibes. Introvert at heart, extrovert when needed. Desires companionship from one who knows how they're supposed to be treated. Athletic mindset, Gemini displays great defense, because they'll rather be alone than let another toxicity play with their feelings. Don't bother a Gemini if you're only searching for lust. A Gemini woman knows how to truly love. Perfect people only exist in dreams, although a Gemini is the definition of queens. That's all.
Yeah, shout out to Scorpios, though. Oh, I love that piece, man. We got some talent in the house, man. Just real quick, man. This is like with everything going on in the world and in our personal lives. Like, do y'all feel that energy in this room today? You know what I mean? Like, just look at the person next to you. Like, we gonna do this like church. Just look at the person next to you and tell them that you love them. It's good to see you here today. You know, we spread love. Yes, husbands and wives too. Even though I know we drive each other crazy, greet each other as well. I would be remiss if I do not take out a moment to honor our elders and a legend that I was blessed to co-host the stage with at the Idea Center of the Arts Poets House. My big sister, our amazing, talented Madam Turner Barnes, as I would always call her. I would always mess with her, call her Madam. She said, "Don't call me Madam, call me your sister." But our sister and Mr. Lamont Dixon as well too, which were two amazing award-winning artists that I had the blessing and the honor with to share this stage right here with. I'm at a place that I do not take a moment or artist or event or opportunity for granted, because we never know when it can be our last time. I don't know about where y'all from, but I grew up on 8th Street and Centerville Projects, and I've seen a lot of people not make it to the next day, so I live my life like every day and every moment can be the last, and I encourage you all to do the same and to love on one another and to love people and just spread it, man, because we need it nowadays, you know what I mean? So let's just take out, we want to take out a quick 10 seconds. If you have lost a loved one, or if you knew Sandra, or if you knew Lamont, let's just put our hands up inside the sky as we send prayers and offerings to our brothers and sisters that are no longer with us. Quick moment of silence. All right, amen. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I just feel inclined, man, because so many times being on the stage and conversations before events and after events, and she was a huge inspiration in my life. I've lost my father, both my grandmothers, both of my grandfathers, my great-grandfather, and the list goes on. And she will always tease me like, your grandmother may not be here, but I am, and I got you. And that just meant a lot to me personally, especially because her level of status in this world and how much I've met people that are 50 and 60 years old. It's like she inspired me, and I'm like, I ain't get quite there yet. So I'm very humbled that I was within that lineage to be influenced. We got a couple other poets inside the house as well too. Just a quick go around. Please raise your hand if you have a poem in your back pocket. Okay, I see you. 3, 4. Well, Mrs. Gemini, you know you got to come up next. You know, he kind of gave us your introduction. Shout out to Malik for laying out the red carpet for his queen. Yeah, I mean, shout out to young brothers that still do that. Chivalry is not dead. You know what I mean? Now don't throw your jacket over the puddle. We can just walk around it, but you know what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and give it up for Mrs. Gemini. That's what we calling you right now, sister. Yo, and shout out to couples that do it together too, man. That's a beautiful thing.
Hey y'all, my name is Kenya. Call me y'all for short. I'm just gonna get right into it. It's untitled. So, a lot has come to the surface. Add to the 8-track collection that I gave no attention. I was too stuck and drenched in your sugar-coated affection. Candy like love, so sweet to me and so bad for my health. You dressed up my words, I bit my tongue every time, folded your lies around my eyes, so the blind led the blind to only lead to our demise. You dress up my wounds for the world, so when I'm broken, I appear fine. But when the cameras are off, you strip me naked of what's mine. How come you like it when I bleed? And why are you amused by my cry? You smile like the Joker when the pain breaks my eyes. Is it comfortable living in snake skin? Why don't you slither out my life? Are you comfortable being the devil's kin? I see the resemblance in the eyes. You like the taste, licking the wounds you had no remorse for. You spent days only looking for ways that you could give me more. Your truth was so silent and your lies couldn't hide. But now look, you're unmasked, unveiled, and you can't hide who you are that well. You played me, but you played me. And I won't wear my pain as long, because your karmic debt is due. You had me sitting with a clown face, and damn, I hate clowns. But this painted on smile masked all my hidden frowns.
Oh my God, we are forever gonna call you Miss Gemini. If I see you on Walmart, I'm like, Gemini! Oh my God, great work, great work. If I can get one of our in-house specialists, she is an instructor, she is a poet, she has created this amazing masterpiece, which I am saving my change every single time so I can build up my bank account to purchase a fine piece like that one day, because I know the importance of having artwork and the value of it. She was actually one of our highlighted artists. We hosted a fine art exhibition on Tuesday in honor of Women's History Month. So shout out to everybody that's in the building that came through, but she was one of our featured artists along with Priscilla as well. She performs in multiple locations and blah, 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 blah. One of my favorite people in the world, Madam Marcy Morris. Please give her a round of applause. So what, I gave you an intro. You know we love you here, girl.
Thank you, Maurice. I think that's the first time I've been called Madam. I'll take it. I'll take it. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a blessing to be here. And IDEA is the first place where I really shared my poetry about 10 years ago. And our dear sister, Sandra Turner Barnes, she is one of the first women who really embraced me and, encouraged me to go on as a poet. And I held back a little bit, but then I was like, keep going. So, I'm just looking this up, hold on. This is called Jazz on My Mind. When I close my eyes, everything comes alive. The sound of drums, the horns, the fun, people tapping, people snapping, people clapping, people laughing. The bass is blasting, voices scatting like a 7-course meal for your ears to hear. Savor the melody before your plate is clear. Smooth moves, hold my hand moves, the evening soaked in indigo moves. The evening soaked in endless hues, bubbling personalities, sparkling with chemistry. The glitter of smiles, sincere to sly. Eyelashes decorate the midnight sky. Lyrics flow deeply in mind. Dreamy rhythms closing for the night. Breathing out a heartfelt sigh. People hugging till next time. Saxophones awakening at twilight. Is it morning already? Like scripture and hallelujahs. Sunlight on a Sunday afternoon. After church, let's get brunch at our favorite jazz place. The piano saying hello like flower petals yellow. And it's so nice to see you all. Photos against the wall, sentimental. Quotes that fill your soul. The mellow strum of a stand-up bass, welcoming like breakfast continental. The trumpet fills in love stories like a bird calling to its mate. Piano keys are running down the street, catching me with laughter. More surprises, improvises with each note. Melodies in my arms, like ribbons tied with every charm. Across the room, the soft horn sweep onto the dance floor, painting the steps to that place they call jazz. Forever warming my heart, never skipping a beat. Thank you.
No, y'all can't clap at that. Y'all supposed to do one of these. Y'all supposed to do one of these. She had the hat and everything, y'all, right on time. All right, that is beautiful. We got an amazing flow. Again, I just want to thank Mr. Anthony and Mr. Mickey. It has been exciting even just communicating with you two brothers building up to this event. Brother Anthony texts me every other day like, yo, where we at with the marketing? Yo, where we at with the link on the flyer? Yo, what's up? Like, how many poets we got in check? So salute to you for being an amazing soldier on the stage, but for being an amazing soldier in our community and also behind the scenes as well too, good brother. I commend you for that, for your work that you do. I know we had a couple other poets. I'm gonna go with next door neighbor, another community activist, somebody has put in a lot of work inside the city for parents and for our community, Miss Danielle, who sends students and families down here to get educated at IDEA. She was like tiptoeing around it, but me and Cynthia, we kind of peer pressure her the other day when she came in, so she will come up here and share a piece with us. Please give her a round of applause. She's obviously a care bearer as well, too. I see that.
Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. So I'm Danielle, as he said. I'm a social worker, advocate in the city. North Side? Tysons, yeah. So, yeah, at first I was like nervous about this, but I don't know. My emotion, I get kind of nervous, I'm up here, but I'm just going to say my little poem. It's not a lot of words, it's just one word, and I'm just going to express myself in this. And this is dedicated to my niece, and you know, I had three boys, and I never had a girl in my life, so I have a little girl now, and she's 3 years old, and she's my best friend. And during the generations in my family, we took care of each other, and we had examples, so it means a lot to me to be an example for my niece. So it's called Protection of My Niece. It's to teach her some things. I had like all these dramatic, so I'll just. Okay. And shake your locks, everybody in the room. I saw y'all out there. Let's go. Love. 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 Oh. Love. 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 Love yourself. Thank you.
I mean, I'm just saying, I just told you a little while ago how powerful words can be. Sometimes all it takes is one word, and that was powerful. Danielle, I kind of see a collab with the Idea Center for us to make a video or some type of promo with that, with the theatrics and the acting. I think that would be a powerful piece. I know we had another good brother that came in and raised his hand as well too. He looks like he is serious, so I'm not going to hold the good brother back. And then we'll share one more, and then we'll go into a break session because my stomach is rumbling. We have some food next door, and also some vendors. Yeah, you good brother, come up and share your piece with us. Please give him a round of applause.
I can lead us in. I got blessed to be able to be informed about this particular session that y'all having. First and foremost, my name is Kyle Lee, the Wise Original Poet. I'm a native of Camden, New Jersey. And this is my book that a pastor heard me do poetry, and she said God told her to give me 100 books. I've been moving them ever since. So when you look at this type of crowd, see, I'm born and raised right down the street. You want to get a feel, you know, and no matter where I go, how far I go, I'm gonna represent my city. I'm signed to a label out of North Camden called Lost City Nation. We expanding out. My music is streaming overseas. I don't even know about a lot of that. I know when they get that check, something's going on. Every time they send me a check. So without further ado, this is my book. My book is called Help, Healing, Encouraging Life Poems. And my Facebook page is Collins Williams. And the name of the CD is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. So I wrote this poem, and I did it for the ex-mayor. Let me give y'all one more piece of information. The new mayor, when we're doing stuff with, because he's related to my wife. So when y'all hear from me, y'all gonna hear it. Okay, I'm gonna take y'all to this game with me. Now, just because I'm from Camden, don't mean I gotta live that life of crime, sin, shame. Went to Almighty God, I asked permission. Wanted to challenge that devil to a game. He said, son, you have my blessings. You know your lessons, take them down. You truly are king, reclaim the crown. Man, the devil started to laugh. He said, Collywop, you's a joke. I went against much stronger men than you. Each and every one of them I broke. But see, I know the devil was really a coward. He would never play me alone. I watched him. He started to dial down on his hell phone. He called it hate. He called it greed. He called it liar. He called it kill. The spirits that will rejoice each and every time innocent love is spilled. I called up on the ones I knew were the best. I called the prophets. They already passed the test. I call them faith. I call them belief. I call them truth. I call them love. The true characters that a real team was made of. From the opening tip that Joker stepped on my foot, that made him get the ball first. But what can you expect? I'm going against the worst of the worst. Now, for some strange reason, the game was remarkably close. Although each team thought we should win by the most. As time was about to run out, the devil scored a 3. That only put him up by 2. My team called timeout, looked at me. They said, Kylie, what you gonna do? Either we going for the win or we going for the tie. But whatever you decide with your brother, we ready to ride. I called my own number. Alley-oop, slam dunk. Boom! He scratched me across both my eyes. I said, you no good punk. He said with that evil grin, now if you think you gonna win, you gotta make a shot on the foul line. How you gonna do that, Colin? You blind. Love said, no matter what happened, brother, we still gonna love you. Truth said, you the truth, show them the proof. Belief said, we all believe in it. Faith said, everybody be quiet. We closed our eyes. We prayed. We said, this is God's city. This is God's team. Almighty God said that shot will be made. As I let the ball go, I heard swish. That let me know my shot fell. Now I'm going to chain and lock that devil in the bottom of hell. And never, ever again is going to bring so much hate, greed, lying, killing to my beloved city, Camden, New Jersey.
Is it me or did we lose our way? Selling our soul for the pay. Got nothing for tomorrow cause we're living for today, so let us pray. Another stray, another broken memory. Another young soldier locked into the penitentiary. The enemy, the trap, the product in the pack. In this fast life knowing we can't get a moment back. So I rap from the stairwell, vision from the park bench. Kid from out the snowstorm that never had a warm trench. That only knows the strife, the hardships of life. Always beaten by the cops but they ain't never read them rights. With the power from within, with lyrics from a hymn. He was baptized in fire so corrupted from the sin. From the grind and the struggle, surviving all we hustle. The blood from the innocent, we walking over puddles with the trouble. We don't even see it, so we guilty. Be praising them in church with our souls all filthy. Or praying in the mosque, but we barely read the book. On top of that, we getting hustled by the politician crew. So I look up to the sky, got my arms spread wide. Got a message from the spirit, give it wings, let it fly to the promised land. Somebody gotta take a stand. I used to hold the pistol, now the mic's inside my hand, so I shoot. Inspiring the troops, the sermon on the mountain, said I'm preaching from the stoop. For the youth, I recruit and try to bring it back. Listen to authentic little homie beat the trap while I rap for the youth. I try to bring it back. Listen to authentic little homie beat the trap while I rap. One more time, please give all the poets a round of applause. We are going to take a quick break. Please go step inside the next room. Check out our food vendors. Our restrooms are in the back on both sides. There's a bathroom on this side, and on the other room, the bathroom on this side. Please network. Please make sure that you sign into the front before we get into the second portion, and we greatly appreciate you guys being out with us. But we are going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute commercial break, even though we're not, there's no commercials, but y'all know what I mean. All right, so enjoy yourself, network, and go next door. Mr. Anthony and Mr. Mickey, thank you so much. Please network with them. I know they have products and they have a lot of stuff going on. Thank you.
best hopes of musicians' parties in Camden, New Jersey. That's it. Yeah, that's right. The best hopes of musicians' parties in Camden, New Jersey. I suspect this way you're going.
Yeah, that power, yeah, that box had kind of had a problem, so I just especially up here.
Lil Leon Thompson, Norman Conyers. And I'm alone. They are my big brother.
Please, man, you stop playing. Whatever key you play, G sharp, B flat, C minor,
I just realized
Hey,
this
Ricky.
thing wasn't even on.
And do some call and response.
I said go.
I am doing some call and response. You want to do a little singing? Yeah. You want to help us out? It's simple, it's simple. We need you, Call and response. Wait for you, man. Let's try something. Call and response. You gonna help me out? Ilewa, Ilewa, Ilewa. You got it? All right. Ilewa, Ilewa. Ilewa, Ilewa. Ilewa, Ilewa. I wanted to take a moment just to thank y'all for coming out. We put this together on fairly short notice, and we had a nice turnout considering that we were doing this from out of state. And we only had a couple of weeks to work with. So I appreciate y'all coming out, and I do want to remind y'all of this. Camden, in too many cases, only gets the press when there's something bad to talk about. There's many good people here in the city. There's many good people here doing good things and have been doing for years. And so it's natural. I made a mention earlier today about Chris Rock and Will Smith incident. It happens, and we all seen it because the media makes sure we've seen it. But as I mentioned before, 8 children in our hoods across the United States were shot and killed the same night. No mention of that. And again, we want to enjoy ourselves, and you're supposed to get as much enjoyment out of life as you can. But when there's no notice given to children being killed across the United States day in, day out, we must recognize that there's some more important things. And so venues like this, events like this, I like to see young people, because that's how they learn. If they don't see this and value this in their early age, doubtful that they will as they grow older. I happen to do a lot of playing on the streets, as I did here in Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York, and now Atlanta. And the one thing that I noticed is that those who tip me those $50 and $100 bills, they really value education. And in comparison to what they're paying for their children to go to schools, I'm the cheapest game in town, right? But I also recognize that those folk, because they value education, they're in a position to tip me that $50, $100 bill. And so there's a correlation between those two things. If we don't introduce our young people to things that are positive, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot that's negative, and we put a lot of energy towards that. I did a poem earlier today, Gil Scott-Heron's Home is Where the Hatred Is, and I spoke of home. The first home you have is your vessel, your person. You can't correct the world if your person ain't straight. And so when I say that, I only ask that all of you that we pay a little more attention to the other things. I've pointed out a few people here in this audience that have been working here in Camden for years. They take care of the things that most people kind of don't bother to get involved in. But without those people, this city would be in a much worse shape than it is now. I want to give mention to Brother Rob and Sister Wanda Dickerson. All right. Now, Luther Avenue, Unity Community Center, Universal African Drum and Dance Ensemble, #1 family African drum and dance troupe in the nation. Camden, New Jersey's own. If you see where they work out of, well, I'm gonna put it a different way. Joe Piscopo, the comedian, who at one point was thinking about running for governor of New Jersey, is a friend of Paul Lucas, another drummer who we wanted to give tribute to this evening, who wasn't available to be here. But he's a friend of Joe Piscopo, and he happened to bring him into Camden, New Jersey, and show him that building where Universal, which Joe had seen in Atlantic City, where they work out of. Joe Piscopo was so impressed by that, he gave them a building, because he couldn't believe the excellence that was coming out of this little place on a drug environment, and yet this place, the first thing he saw was hundreds of martial arts trophies in their window. And he couldn't believe that the troupe he had seen, which at the time was about 65 deep, that they used to practice in this little building. The point I'm trying to make is what can come out of little things if we put our energy and effort into that. And I said to you earlier when I did the poem, Russia, which is Sting's poem, I said at the end, the ending of his poem was, what may save both me and you is if the Russians love their children too. One thing I know about Russia, they do have artists, they do have musicians, and they do have poets. So I know there are people there that love their children too. And so I try to bring a lot of things together to make the same point. We are the treasure, all of us, regardless of your background, regardless of your beginnings. I ask children this every day as I have them getting prepared to play my drums. I ask them 2 questions. I ask them, do the world need more love? Answer is 100% across the board, yes. And then I ask them, if we don't do it, who's going to do it? And I've never got a wrong answer from the children. Yet some of the adults, they don't see it that way. So I'm going to remind you, 5G, that's all great. It's the newest and latest thing. They don't come with no viruses, right? But guess what? Our brand new children, they 5G. They don't come with no viruses. And what we put into them at an early age is what we're going to end up as we get elder, having to depend on to make this world right. So when I say to you, it's not a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained, and that if we want a better world, we have to make it better. And nobody else is going to come and do it. So I hope that you consider that in the places that you frequent, in the places that you support. You know, we like to be entertained, no doubt, and entertaining is good. But for me, entertainers can be found a dime a dozen, and some people can be quite entertaining even when they don't intend to be. Educators, on the other hand, and those who support our parents and educators, we need that more than anything else. And so I'd like to bring this to a close by saying I really appreciate y'all coming out. Everything we do for you. We are you. I brought in people that I've learned things from over the years, that I share things with today. Some of these gentlemen I've known for over 30 years. They've always been good people. They're people that I can recommend them to. Though they're from Camden, people were like, Camden? I said, yeah, it's good people in Camden. So I like to close the evening though by saying I really, really, really do appreciate y'all coming out. The only way these type of venues can survive is if we support them. And when they're gone, it's a little late then to say, oh, that place closed up. So please support this place. Let other people know about this place. And for yourselves, any of you who may be aspiring artists, musicians, a good start is a good heart. And there ain't no expiration date. Some of the best takes the longest to prepare. I like to say, fast food, always ready for you. The staff might be slow, but the food's always ready. But you eat enough of that fast food, you leave Earth fast. Good food has to be prepared. It takes time, like everything else. So don't count yourself out as the next artist, all right? Don't count yourself out as the next musicians. And definitely know this, if you were here today to support, you're good people, and we need more of that. So I appreciate y'all coming out. Please give a hand to Mr. Nicky Miguel. To my man Jimmy Troiano, who's brought in from Atlanta. To Brother Lester, who's a Camden resident on saxophone. To Brother Jerry, his older brother here from Camden. My man JoJo. Now, I gotta tell you a little something, because y'all don't like this. When I met JoJo years ago, they used to chase him away from the drum circles. They told him he couldn't play. When I seen JoJo today outside, there's a crew of brothers from over South Philly that he thought might have been coming through. He said, man, I can't wait for them cats to come through. I got something for them. So I want to mark that and tell you, that's progress. Have y'all heard my man ripping tonight? Ain't nobody chasing me away from nowhere. So when I tell you that, and I say that in no way to show any disrespect, I'm quite proud of the fact that I know this cat that long, that he mentioned that to me. That, yeah, I hope they show up, I'm gonna show them. I say, okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people do a lot of talking, but often the deeds don't match the talk. So when I see a cat that say, hey, okay, I got something for you, I like that. So respect to him. Jafar Barron. Jafar's outside. I want to tell you something else about that young man. Jafar was signed to Atlantic Records at 11 years old as the next Miles Davis. Jafar fell out of a window some years ago from the 4th floor and landed on his head. So the fact that he's still here is miraculous in itself. The fact that he plays the way he plays, and he writes all his own compositions, that's outstanding. And there's another point to that. Most people that land on their head from 4th floor, if they're fortunate enough to live, usually they ain't going no farther with what they do. That's not the case with Jafar, and that should be a lesson for all of us. And I leave you with this last thing. Many of us have complaints about many things, and they're valid. You know, if you ain't feeling right about something, it's a valid complaint. But I run across a lot of and have worked with over the years. I'm a former Army Ranger medic. And in my civilian life, I've done a lot of work with special needs community. And I've often thought to myself, you know, many of these people are in this situation for nothing that they contributed to. Life dealt them this hand. And so if anybody on this planet has a right to be angry, it would be them. And yet, to this day, and I'm 62 years old, I have never seen a person in that situation complain. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. There's a lot of external things that are not right, but if I can quote Malcolm X, and I know a lot of people quote Malcolm X, but I like to do things in sequence of events. So, one of the first things that Malcolm X said is you can't clean up anything until you clean up yourself. All right? And so I leave y'all with that as we started to end. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming out. There are some vendors in the other room. I don't know if they're still there or not, but I mean that. We really appreciate y'all coming out. From what I understand, they're having an international festival here in the summer over near the Walt Whitman Park, and I've been asked to put together a crew for that. I'm not sure, because of other commitments I have in Atlanta, if I will make it, but if not, you can be sure this man will. And whatever crew he put together, trust me, they're gonna be tight, all right? So, love y'all again. Thank you to IDEA, Performing Arts Center, all right? My man Maurice, who helped us put this together in a very short time. And most of all, to yourselves, in the city of Camden, all right? Love. Oh, by the way, I guess I didn't. I am Anthony Muhammad.
Yeah, listen, that was about to be my segue. Thank you for the love to everybody, but back to you, brother. Thank you so much for your contribution today, man, for this amazing squad of musicians. Man, we had fun today. I don't know about everybody else, but I had fun jamming with y'all. Please continue to support this good brother. Listen, you got a ton of videos on YouTube. I'm sure many that you probably never even saw before. Check this brother out on YouTube and continue to support him. And we are back here every first Sunday for Jazz on Market. Quick segue, because I am the marketing director, so it's all about marketing. Please make sure you place your email address and number on the sign-in sheet. We do send you guys updates. And for youth ages 15 to 21, we have a film production, filmmaking and television production program that we host once a week from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. We do have a few remaining slots available for youth, so feel free to contact me or just write your information on the sheet, and we look forward to getting you guys in here. Once again, Mr. Anthony Muhammad, guys. All right, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. Peace.
Come on,